Hey, in today's video we're going to be making Cinnabunnies from the show Bojack Horseman. Bojack has to be one of my all-time favourite TV shows, so much so that Sam and I even did a group cosplay, so yeah. Without further ado, however, let's begin the video. For the ingredients we're going to need milk, butter, flour, cinnamon, eggs and sugar. Begin by combining all your dry ingredients into one big mixing bowl, like so. And give it a quick mix, just for good measure. If you like cinnamon, this is definitely the recipe for you because, my goodness, this smells so good already. Next, we're just going to want to melt the butter. This is just to add to the wet mixture so we can mix it all together with the dry later on. Then we're going to combine this with our dry mix. Once the milk and butter is all combined with the flour, we're going to want to separate our eggs so we have just the yolks and add those to our dough mix. Can't remember what it was my brother was doing the other day, but his mind was blown just how easy it was to separate eggs. I don't know, he just had this misconception that separating egg whites and egg yolks was really difficult, and it made me laugh. Hello? What are you doing? What are you in here? Skulking around? Yeah? I know. Yeah? What was wrong, girl? Dough's been kneaded now for a few minutes, so I'm just going to pop this to one side while we make our filling. The cat is also viciously attacking my ankles at the moment. Just gonna go let her out. I'll be right back. So while our dough is resting, I'm going to mix together some more sugar, cinnamon and butter just to create a nice paste that we can spread on once we've rolled out our dough. Just give it a quick little mix together. The cat, who was not 2 minutes ago scratching to be let out, is now scratching to be let back in again. Now that we have our filling mixture sorted, we're going to move this over to one side and roll out our dough. Oh gosh, I got dough all in my engagement ring now. Oh, this is just shambles. So I've rolled my dough out fairly thin just because I want all those cinnamon doughy layers in there, which just makes it all nice and gooey, but it really does depend on you. I wouldn't recommend anything thicker than a finger width, but like I said, it's up to you. Now everything's been spread onto our lovely dough base, it's time to roll. And I know what you're thinking, Amy, Aren't these supposed to look like bunnies? We're getting there, don't worry. What we're gonna wanna do is fold this in half. First of all, I know what you're thinking. This isn't how you make cinnamon rolls. Do you know why we're folding it in half? Because we're gonna cut it in half. And set this piece off to one side. Now with this piece, you're gonna wanna start rolling, as you would roll, well, a cinnamon roll, funnily enough. I've also tucked in the edges just a little bit more to make them more even, but hey. And what I'm gonna do now is cut them however thick I want them. There, like so. Now that our cinnamon rolls are all cut and placed on a baking tray, what we're going to do is take the leftovers that we cut earlier and cut strips out of that, then wrap them around the outside of our cinnamon buns to make, well, the bunny ears. Like that. And then taking this piece, wrap it around the outside to make the little ears. Now that we have the rough bunny shape, what I'm going to do is glaze it with a little bit of milk just to, one, help them stick together a little bit more, and two, make them nice and shiny and glazed when they come out all baked. I guess with that much time in the oven, we have enough time to clear everything away. Now the icing is really simple. It's literally just cream cheese and icing sugar. You can of course add a little bit of flavouring if you wanted to, but I'm gonna keep it basic, like me. We're having a bit of extension work done at the moment, so my lovely KitchenAid has been put away for safekeeping, which means I'm having to do everything by hand, like a damn cave woman. So I'm going to pour the glaze into an icing bag, pop that into the fridge to set up a little bit while they bake, and try and clear away some of this mess. Cinnabunnies have just come out of the oven. They smell so good. I cannot wait to eat them, but they are way too hot at the moment. What I'm going to do now is ice them, however, just to let the glaze sort of sink in and set on them. Yeah. So because we already have parchment paper down on the baking tray, what I'm going to do is take a cooling rack, put them on top of the cooling rack, and then put the cooling rack on top of the tray with the parchment on. It just keeps it a little bit less messy. You'll see what I mean. And there we have it, some very cute, very sweet looking Cinnabunnies inspired by the ones from Bojack.
Amy, can I have one, please?
You can have this one.
Can I have that one?
You can have that one if you want, go ahead. You gotta do the outro now.
Just dub it.
Like, comment, subscribe.
And then dub any comment you want over there.
You're gonna stop interrupting for 2 seconds so I can say goodbye.
Let's turn into Oscar's cooking channel now. Hey guys, how to make a cheese sandwich.
Sometimes I wish I was an only child.
Fucking
The cat just screaming.
She's still there.
She just stood in the doorway. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.